Oxford, Mississippi. This isn't your run-of-the-mill matchup. You get a couple of powerhouses, both ranked in the top 10, and statements can be made in this one. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Ole Miss Rebels. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Coach Venables told me before the game, he is very concerned about this crowd. It is a tough place to play, and with this home crowd, he knows that this is going to be one of their biggest challenges so far of the season. Can they get an upset on the road with this crowd noise, with this environment? He says his team has to stay locked in and focused to make it happen on the road today. Reese?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Sooners ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Tackled and brought down right at...
Welcome, everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. A neutral site showdown where neither team has the home field edge. It's the Oklahoma Sooners against the Oregon Ducks. Great to welcome in Holly Rowe now, reporting to the sidelines. Holly?
The Sooners head coach told me here in the pregame, Coach is using a great motivational tactic in the locker room with his team. He told me this is the best game outside of the playoffs in this postseason, and challenging our guys to put on a show for our fans. They want to make sure people know we will be in the playoff next year, and that motivation all starts here today with a terrific top 25 matchup. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. We'll keep an eye on that. Fields it just outside the goal line. Return man steps out at the 28. And they're going to go with the wildcat formation, an extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. And it's a direct snap. Running with purpose. They get him down, but not before an explosive run play on this wildcat look. It's a first down. They come to the line in the wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Direct snap. Got an opening here. The wildcat look picks up a solid gain, but they're still short of the first. They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is.
Well, this is exactly what you need to do on first down, is continue to stay on schedule and keep your quarterback out of those long yardage passing situations. The run game is doing a good job, and you got to give the credit to the offensive line. Continue to churn yards on first.
We're going to convert on third down. They come to the line in the wildcat formation. And it's a direct snap. Oh, look out, he's got open space. They bring him down, but the wildcat look produces an explosive run to get a first down.
Chris, I know it's difficult for the defense because they've got to be prepared for so many threats from this offense, but clearly this wide receiver is going to be a focal point of the game plan, whether they're throwing it to him or here, handing it to him in the run game. They have to key on this player. I think the safeties really need to understand where he's at all times.
Direct snap. He's past the marker and still going. It's a foot race. They won't catch him. Touchdown, Ducks.
We can't start any better than that as an offense. You get that ball and you go right down the field for a score. You know, a lot of times these offensive coordinators create scripts the first 10 or 15 plays. They map them out during the week. Well, this one was mapped out perfectly.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball to 31. The Sooners looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
That is way too easy. This defense has got to adjust on first down. You've got to get up there and stop the run. If you can just hand the football off on first down and get first downs, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
They come to the line in the wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. He's got space. They get him down, but not before an explosive run play on this wildcat look. It's a first down. They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is.
Chris, there are some players that when they have the ball in their hands, they just hate to be tackled. And that's this guy. He's always fighting.
Look out, he's breaking free. Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Oklahoma. He breaks away for the touchdown.
That is exactly what the doctor ordered in this situation. Tight ball game, and they drive the length of the field. Great execution from everyone on the offensive side to go all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
And the extra point was up and good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And a misfire there on the kickoff as it goes out of bounds. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Looking to pass. It's Moore. Here comes the pressure. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on first down.
Well, we knew this was going to be a key for this defense. They had to impact the quarterback, make him feel you in that pass rush, and they're able to get to him and hit him as he throws. That play right there, that'll pay dividends the rest of the game.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Trapped again in the pocket.
I love this defensive call. It's third and long. Why not blitz and get the ball out of the hands of the quarterback as quickly as possible? It's an aggressive call, sure, and maybe there's some risk, but I tell you, the reward is great, and they get it here with a sack.
Look at the leg strength, a booming punt. And here's the return. Hustles past the defender. They finally get him, but he found a nice lane in that return, and that means good starting field position for this drive. And they begin the drive here, set up at the 30. Looking for a gap. It's Robinson. Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the key to third down success is being good on first down, and here the defense does a great job on first down of bowing up and stopping the run, and that's the key to this thing. If you can create long yardage situations, now they have to throw the football, and that pass rush can start getting after it.
Direct snap. That's a solid gain out of the Wildcat, but not enough for the first down. And it's a Wildcat look here as they try to convert on third down. Oh, and he's going backwards. The Wildcat look did not fool this defense at all. We are deadlocked at the end of a fun, competitive first quarter. Let's check out the stats so far. And as we move to the second quarter, we hope these teams will build on a promising start. And the Sooners will look to convert here on fourth down. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop. And they're stopped. It's a turnover on downs.
You live by the sword, you die by the sword. They told us they wanted to be aggressive, and this is certainly an aggressive call here on fourth down. You just have to execute. They're unable to do that. Credit the defense for getting off the field, and now they've got great field position.
Defense not fooled by the Wildcat look. Just a short gain on the play. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. Wildcat look picks up a solid gain, but they're still short of the first.
I know it doesn't look like much, but I really like that play. Chris, first of all, you're getting yourself in a more manageable third down situation. The entire point of this thing is to move the chains. So creating this situation is not bad for the offense.
Defense has got him, but that Wildcat wrinkle earns enough to get the first down. When he's getting boxed in, the defense not at all fooled by the Wildcat look. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is.
I think the mark of a great defense is not just a defense that can get off the field and create stops, but it's also a defense that builds into those stops. For me, it's negative yardage plays. When you can go out there and create a loss, a tackle for loss, now you're really doing something. They're able to do that right here.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Direct snap. Touchdown, Oregon. He runs it into the end zone.
What a job by the big fellas up front. To be able to run the football in this field position, you've got to have an offensive line that can just overpower the defensive line. That's a beautiful feeling as a quarterback, as a running back, and as a play caller. You got five guys up front that are just winning.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. Here comes a handoff. He shreds the tackle. A gain of 2 yards, and now it's 2nd down and 8.
Now this defense is in a perfect situation. You're creating an obvious passing situation for the offense, and you can get these pass rushers going. Get them out on the edge, let them get after the quarterback, and create havoc in the backfield.
And the Ducks will signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 more to work with here in the first half. Important 2nd down play coming up. Gonna run it. It's Avant. Fighting him off. Brought down at the 33, but good enough to move the sticks.
That's just a really nice job by the running back and the offensive line. They're persistent in the run game, and it pays off for a first down.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. As the 1st down is still going. Here he goes. Breaks into the clear. Past the 10. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal. The offense threatening close to the goal line with a new set of downs. 1st and goal, handoff. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Sooners.
I always talk about vision and patience from a running back, but there's also this other trait that you've got to have to be a great player, and that's a nose for the end zone. And here he's able to take the football, and he finds the goal line, and he puts it across. Beautiful job. This is why this guy is one of the best players in America.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. The PAT ties the game here in the 2nd quarter now. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And it's a direct snap. Defense ready for the Wildcat. Just a short gain.
Well, we knew that they were going to try to get this wide receiver the ball in creative ways here in the run game. I really love this design, but the defense was also ready for it. If we know what's coming, certainly they do, and they were ready for that play.
The Wildcat look doesn't get much that time, just a few on the play. Looking to convert on 3rd down. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Direct snap. Defense makes the tackle, but that Wildcat look does produce a 1st down. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Defense not fooled by the Wildcat look. Just a short gain on the play. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Dropping back. It's Moore. Pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up. They come to the line. A long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Wait, check this out, Joel. The offense is going to go for it here on 4th down. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. He's got it, and that is enough for a 1st down. He'll be ruled down there, but a 4th down conversion with plenty to spare. And now Oregon will spend their 2nd timeout. They still have 1 more in their pocket for the rest of the half. And looking to throw now on 1st down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. So 2nd down after the incompletion. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Let's it fly to the wideout. He's got it in the open. Touchdown, Ducks. There was no catching him in time. That's a great drive. Perfect call and execution to take the lead before halftime. Important because the other side gets the football, Joel, to begin the third quarter.
I don't think you can overstate the importance of a drive like that and a score like that. All these coaches talk about the middle section of the game, winning right before halftime and then right out of halftime. And right here, taking the lead, knowing that you've got to kick it off to start the third quarter, that is a massive moment. Now you can go in, make some adjustments, and really come out with a great defensive game plan for the early third quarter drive.
And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So not much time left before halftime as they begin this possession here. Can they make something happen? Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Takes the handoff and he'll head left. Now we get a timeout from the Sooners. That's their first. They have 2 more to work with before halftime. Just time enough for 1 more play in the half. Breaking tackles. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. They get the second half started with their running play. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. The Sooners will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
Boy, really good job by this defense. Look at him just swarm the ball carrier. He's got nowhere to go. It's just really a no-chance carry for the ball carrier. And a great tackle in the backfield.
And it's good for a first down to the 36. Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. Ball handed off. That run moves the ball across the 40.
This defense has got to play better up front, in particular on first down. This offense continues to just gain yards on first down, churning out 4, 5, 6 yards, and staying out of obvious passing situations. This defensive line has got to start winning their one-on-one blocks up front.
Again, makes it second and medium. They'll run it to the right side. Showed off the stiff arm, but nowhere to go. He's held to a short gain. Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. Fights through the tackle. He's got a crease. Breaks. He's in the clear. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma. A tough run all the way to the end zone. What determination. Shows the power and the speed. Breaks the tackle and then takes it all the way to the end zone. What a running back this guy is.
Chris, just outstanding balance through contact. That's what makes him so difficult to bring down, in particular in space, which is why this defense knew that this was one of the more critical parts of this game. Tackling in space, and they have not been able to do it very well.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And it's a direct snap. He's got some, and he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Breaks into the clear. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Oregon. to put them on top now. But they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Not an ideal kickoff as it heads out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Direct snap. Runs through the defender. They'll bring him down, but the Wildcat look produces an explosive run to get a first down. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Gift to the offense with the offsides. Makes it 1st and 5. And it's a direct snap. Has the first down and more. Got an opening here. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? Touchdown, Sooners. He would not be denied. They couldn't get him to the ground. He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the 3rd period. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. On the play. So following the safety, it's a free kick. They'll boot it away from the 20. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Direct snap. Running through the tackle. That's a solid gain out of the Wildcat, but not enough for the first down. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And it's a direct snap.
It's a nice run, but at this point in the game, they need to get some chunk plays downfield.
And read out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Boy, I really love the rhythm that this offensive line is in. Staying out of 3rd down, being able to run the football here. Nice job by the running back and the offensive line, moving the line of scrimmage and moving the chains. This offense is going to continue to build on this success. Now, after running the football on 2nd, you can start to get to the play-action pass. I really love what they're doing here. These run plays don't look like much, but I'm telling you, they are vital to keep them on schedule, create those short yardage 2nd and 3rd down opportunities.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Heading left after the handoff. They tried to use the stiff arm there, but the defense corrals him quickly.
Stopping the run is about being sound fundamentally and schematically. You got to be where you're supposed to be in your gap, but then you got to fight. And this defense is fighting off blocks, making tackles. They're doing a really nice job.
And the defense smothers him for no gain.
This is exactly what pops up on film in preparing for this defense. His recognition, getting into the backfield, stopping plays before they ever get started. Look how fast he recognizes what's going on, and then his instinct.
Sorry to interrupt, Joel, but this offense is going to go for it on 4th down on their own side. Here we go, 4th down. They'll try to run for it. Bring him down, but not before he converts that 4th down play.
This day and age in this field position, it's not shocking at all to see an offense go for it on 4th down and they're able to get the conversion. And here's the deal. Everyone talks about analytics, but I think about manalytics. You got a good offensive line, go get it.
And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this 3rd quarter. As we hit the quarter break, it's Oklahoma on top, sitting in pretty good position as we wrap up the 3rd quarter. Let's check out the game stats so far. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Grinding away with a running game. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. The Sooners will crank up the tempo. And third and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. He's got space. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch him. Touchdown, Oklahoma. An important PAT now to make this a three-point game. PAT is good, so the lead is 9. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Direct snap. First down, looking for more now. Touchdown, Ducks. Powers into the end zone. The Ducks with an answer.
This guy has such a nose for the goal line. Now, second rushing touchdown of the game. And I'm telling you, anytime he's close, he's getting that ball across the goal line. There is no doubt about it. He is so good in that situation.
PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. We got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Returner looking to make a play here. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. They'll run it here. Fights through a tackle. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
They're set up in such a great situation here, but as we've seen in previous years in the playoffs, remember the Indiana-Miami National Championship game, a false start can give hope to the opposing sideline. No.
He's got a crease. Open field ahead. They continue to lean on the running back. He's had a solid game. And when you're ahead on the scoreboard, Joe, you'll love to be able to just turn and hand the ball off to a guy like this.
Well, Chris, this is certainly their DNA as a program. You're going to try to ride those body blows that you had early in this game to more sustained success later in the game. Look for them to continue to lean into this run game. And as we've seen in previous weeks, that's when they really start chewing up the yardage.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offensive line getting set. It's first down. On the ground, it's Avant. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They'll head to the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to work the clock and preserve this lead. Second and long, but you'd expect another run here to try to bleed the clock. It's a run to the left. Powering through a tackle.
Well, when you can run the football like this, everything is at your disposal. You can go play action. You can throw it down the field. This offensive line is doing a great job. Huge hole in the back. He's being explosive.
And the Sooners come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. They'll hand it off. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. And the Ducks will signal for their first timeout. Chance to strategize for this second down play.
This is exactly what they need to do here. Milk the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep this game clock running. And if it is, as a quarterback, I'm not snapping this ball on the next play until it's inside of 4 seconds on the play clock. That's how you manage this game.
Here's the handoff. The gain is 8 yards, so it sets up a 3rd and 2. And now Oregon will spend their second timeout. Strategy session before this 3rd down play. So it's 3rd and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. They bring him down, but that is a crucial 4th down. They could just run out the clock in victory formation now. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. Ball is snapped, and the quarterback will just take a knee. Welcome, folks, to another exciting college football matchup. We've got an intriguing neutral setting for this battle here today. A neutral site matchup here today with fans from both sides filling the stadium. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by my fellow Colorado grad, Joel Klatt, and Holly Rose patrolling the sidelines for us. Hey, Holly.
I caught up with Oklahoma's head coach before the game. Both teams are in the top 10. This SEC matchup is going to be hard. He said we have to eliminate all penalties at the line of scrimmage and be the most efficient version of ourselves all season. Guys?
Okay, thank you, Holly. Fielded in the end zone. It's Sategna. Now here comes the bunch formation. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He's stopped for no gain. The defense swarming on the first play of the game.
I've always been a big believer that you build defenses front to back and inside out. There is nowhere to go in the middle of this field right now. They're doing a great job of not allowing that offensive line to gain traction at the line of scrimmage. It's a beautiful stop right there. Really nowhere to go in the middle.
They'll tackle him at the 27. The Sooners hustle to the line to run the hurry up. That's a design quarterback keeper. Got an opening here. He's in the... Now here he goes. They finally bring him down, but what an explosive play that time. So the big chunk play has the offense already in field goal range with a fresh set of downs.
Man, they're going to love watching this play on film tomorrow as an offense. Everybody's doing their job. Up front, this whole line, they are targeted and they are aggressive. The quarterback, he's getting to the second level and using that athleticism. And then look at these blocks down the field. On the perimeter, we've got wide receivers working hard. That is selfless football and good all the way around.
The Sooners hope to keep this drive moving. Tackle made inside the 10. They'll spot the ball at the 7. Now the Bulldogs signal for their first timeout. Now left with 2 of them in the first half.
It's always important to stay on schedule as an offense. It allows you to have full disposal of your playbook, and you don't get into those obvious passing situations. So even though they're not moving the chains here, this is what I would call a very successful play because you're...
Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners. Now the all-important extra point. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Team. He found the lane as this drive's going to start with decent field position. Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. And it's a direct snap. Running with purpose. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Now we're playing some defense here. That's teaching tape stuff right there. You're blitzing this offense, and look at the stick in the backfield. You got to put that on a tape and send it around to everybody in the country. This is exactly how you tackle.
Oh, the pass is picked off. Brought down after the return, but a huge takeaway at this moment. The Sooners offense is back on the field. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the season opening. Picks up the first, looking for more. He goes out of bounds, but he's inside the 30. And the Sooners looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Takes the snap and takes off on the run.
This is going to open up so many parts of their offense. Early in the game here, we got a first quarter run by the quarterback, and he picks up an explosive. That means that the defense is going to have to start accounting for him. Watch as these safeties start creeping lower towards the line of scrimmage and in the run box. That's going to leave them exposed for a shot down the field. Watch out for this offense to start being aggressive in the passing game after this.
And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
This is a solid job offensively. After that first down play, it puts them behind the chains. Now they're able to get themselves in a position where they've got a manageable third down opportunity. At least as a play caller, now you feel like you've got more at your disposal rather than...
Headed for the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. He barrels into the end zone.
Well, this is what makes him such a great player is that once he breaks that first level and he gets to the second and third level, he's just so elusive. And he's so explosive, and the defense just cannot corral him, and he takes off for a big touchdown. This guy is just electric on the outside. What a great pass.
And they tack on the extra point. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. Wildcat picks up a solid gain, but they're still short of the first. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. Oh, and he's going backwards. The Wildcat look did not fool this defense at all.
What a great call from the coordinator. He blitzes that near side, short side corner, and he's in the backfield for a tackle for loss on first down. That's exactly how to set yourself up for success on second and third down. Great call.
Hold on, Joe. Looks like this offense is going to go for it on fourth down at their own end of the field. Direct snap. He make the tackle, but it's enough for a fresh set of downs. He'll be ruled down, but has enough for a first down with plenty to spare. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. It's a heavy blitz look here. Let's see if they bring the house. Oh, and he's getting boxed in. The defense not at all fooled by the Wildcat look. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. And he make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to an end. As we hit the quarter break, Oklahoma has the lead. And as we reach the end of one, the lead is starting to mount. Let's take a quick look at the first quarter stats before we move on. We'll see if this game gets out of hand before halftime, the crucial second quarter beginning right now. We begin the quarter with a crucial play, offense setting up for this third down. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Snags the quick throw. Breaking, refusing to be stopped on this play. They finally get him down, but a big play to the 46.
Boy, anytime you can convert a third and long, that is a huge plus. And it's a great play call from this offensive coordinator. And then really good execution from the quarterback. You've got to stand in there, find a good option, the right matchup that you want, and then deliver an accurate pass. And he's able to do that for a nice conversion. First down for this offense.
Stop right there at the line, no gain.
Oh, that's a really good job by the defense. Being gap sound, there's nowhere to go for this running back because of the fundamental football being played on the opposite side. This defense is where they need to be, and then they're making the tackle. Really good job defensively.
And it's a Wildcat look here as they try to convert on third down. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. It's caught. He's got room. They get him down, but not before an explosive run play in this Wildcat look. It's a first down. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. He goes out of bounds, but they're just outside the 10. Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Trying to run, it's Frazier. He's got space, and they'll force him out of bounds just short of the goal line.
I'm a big fan of this back. You can tell he understands the game. He understands situations. You can see he knows where he needs to get, and he's able to get the line to gain, move the chains for a first down.
They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
This has always been a pet peeve of mine from a quarterback perspective is these nondescript run plays against what is clearly a run-oriented defense. You've got to have the opportunity to throw play action, create some sort of little RPO, give the decision to the quarterback and not just calling this on the sideline.
Oh, and he's going backwards. The Wildcat look did not fool this defense at all.
That's exactly how you want to stop those little touch passes on the edge. Create some penetration, create a hard edge, and now defensively, I think it's time to pressure. It's 3rd and goal. You've got to put some sort of pressure on the quarterback because you understand they're likely going to be in a drop-back passing mode.
And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. breaking tackles and going. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Georgia.
That is a massive score for this group. It really creates a different game moving into the third quarter. You create that momentum with the score before half, that locker room just feels different at halftime.
Point after, not right through. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And the kickoff will be returned. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. He's got room to run. Look out. Here he goes. Across the 40. They bring him down, but the Wildcat look produces an explosive run to get a first down. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. That's a solid gain out of the Wildcat, but not enough for the first down. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the first down marker. And they'll call timeout here before the snap. Going to talk about this third down and inches coming up. The ball is loose. The offense able to fall on the football. Lucky to maintain possession there. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Tackle made inside the 10. They'll spot the ball at the 7. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So on second down, they'll try out the field goal unit, trying to get 3 before halftime. And that one's straight down the middle. And they add to their lead.
It's a nice job capping off that drive with points, and that kick was beautiful. Right down the middle. Some serious confidence for this kicker going forward.
This is a squib kick right to one of the blockers on the return team. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. The Sooners will kick this away to start the second half. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff.
Body blows, body blows, body blows. You run the football like this, you gain 5, you gain 6, time and time again. That play action pass is going to be at your disposal. You can get to the RPO. Everything on offense becomes easier. This line is doing a great job. This back is running hard. You know, Chris, we don't talk about it a lot, but the quarterback's best friend is when he doesn't have to be great to move the chains. Here, they're able to hand the football off. The back is able to get across the line to gain, move the chains, create a first down. That's just like a gimme putt in golf for a quarterback. You don't have to think, and you're still moving the ball down the field.
Didn't expect to lose 4 in the first down run. Set up now 2nd and 14. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Frazier. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Dogs looking to run some tempo here. To throw, it's Stockton. Not able to connect, incomplete.
That's the money down that defensive coordinators always talk to us about, Chris. They talk about running their exotic coverages, doing something.
Sorry to interrupt, Joel, but this offense is going to go for it here on 4th down. Going for a fourth down completion. Lets it go quickly. And the fourth down pass is incomplete, but there is a flag. This is a big call. They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And it's a direct snap. Defense ready for the wildcat. Just a short gain. They come to the line in the wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. The wildcat look doesn't get much that time. Just a few on the play.
It's something I love about this defense is their discipline. Look at them stay in their rush lanes, get a nice stop.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
That's a great stop for this defense. That's a manageable third down situation. You feel like you still have to defend against the run and the pass, and yet they're able to get the incompletion. That's a great job and an opportunity to get off the field here.
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. And he can't connect. It's a costly turnover on downs. The decision to go for it doesn't pan out.
You know, these fourth down situations, it usually comes down to execution. And right there, defense is executing, offense is not. Unable to connect, it's incomplete and go in the other direction. This defense is going to have to answer for what's going on with this offensive line in this run game. You cannot sit there and give up 5 and 6 yards on these run plays. You're going to have to commit more resources. Expect the safety to get up near the line of scrimmage.
Solid gain in the running play. Third down now. Can he get there on the ground? Fighting off the defender.
Well, Chris, if you want to win in the playoffs, you've got to be a good third down team. And here early in this game, they're able to get into third and short and convert and move the chains. This is something to watch the rest of the game. Can they have first and second down success and put them in position for an easy conversion?
Gets the first and still running. Has a path to the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners. He runs it into the end zone. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point makes it a 17-point game. Momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone and will begin the drive at the 25. They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. Look out, he's got space, and he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Inside the 20. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Dogs.
Right back in this football game. That's a big score here in the third quarter to try to cut into that deficit. And this is a very different feel now with the defense coming on the field. You get a stop, get the ball back for an offense that's created some momentum.
And this will be caught as they convert for the two-point conversion.
Chris, you can tell they spend a lot of time on these two-point plays. It's just executed perfectly. Good timing by the quarterback. Throw it into the end zone, and it's good.
Bringing it out. It's Sategna. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. They come to the line in the wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. Got the first down and still motoring. They make the tackle, but this running back just continues to churn out the yards. What a game.
Well, that's as easy as it gets for an offense, just handing the football off. The offensive line doing some work. They have done a great job today running the football. And here on first down, you move the chains. You just continue to get that ball moving down the field.
They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. Going When he's getting boxed in, the defense not at all fooled by the Wildcat look.
Excellent play by this defense, getting that tackle for loss and creating a second and long. And now from an offensive perspective, just get half of this back. This next snap is about creating third and manageable. It's not about moving the chains.
And it's a direct snap. He's got a crease. He's in the clear. Now here he goes. They make the tackle, but this running back just continues to churn out the yards. What a game. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. As we hit the quarter break, it's Oklahoma on top. We've reached the end of the third. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up first and goal. Chewing clock with the running game. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Man, this is tough sledding down here when you get into these goal-to-go situations. Continuing to try to run the football. It is about movement and leverage. This offensive line has got to get low. They got to keep those legs moving. And these running backs, I tell you what, get behind your pads and get physical.
They bring him down, but not before he gets to the 5-yard line.
It's a nice run setting up third down here, and as an offensive play caller, you got to understand, are you willing to go for it on fourth down? I think they should be willing to go for it on fourth down. Even if they don't get it, the opposing offense would have to go 90-plus yards to score.
So on fourth down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. On the board. And that will extend their lead even further. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Try to make a play from deep in his end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Going for a big play downfield. Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain. Incompletion sets up a second down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Oh, look, he's trucking it deep again. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Could take it all the way. Look out, he's in the clear. And he steps out at the 8, a crucial takeaway.
Chris, how many times do we see this? You know the quarterback's got to start being aggressive. They've got a multiple possession deficit, and they've got to put the ball into more precarious spots, and it gets picked off here. Listen, this is just a product of game situation. Nice job by the defense, but clearly this quarterback is trying to make something happen.
It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense continues to try to work the clock and secure an impressive victory here today. Now they come up second and goal from the 3. Looking to score, they'll run it to the left side. Touchdown, Oklahoma. This offense cannot. This is Kyle Field in College Station, Texas. We are pumped up for this top 10 collision, one of the better matchups of the season. It's the Oklahoma Sooners against the Texas A&M Aggies. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Joel Klatt, and Holly Rose patrolling the sidelines for us today. Hey, Holly.
When you walk into Kyle Field in College Station, Texas, it is so dynamic. From the traditions, the cheering, the crowd in unison, it is straight up and down of electric Aggie pride. This is one of the most unique places you can ever watch a college football game, and we expect it to be just as loud and energetic here today. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Holly. Good stuff. The Aggies will kick this away to start us off. That one bounces through the end zone, so we'll start at the 25. That wrinkle, the Wildcat formation, extra blocker in the game. Let's see what they call. The Wildcat look picks up a solid game, but they're still short of the first. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. They get him down, but not before an explosive run play on this Wildcat look. It's a first down. Got a timeout here taken by the Aggies. That's their first. Now left with two of them here in the first half. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. Oh, and he's going backwards. The Wildcat look did not fool this defense at all. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is.
Chris, as an offense, you've got to have better success.
Got an opening here. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? Touchdown, Sooners. Breaks away to the end zone. Wow, an explosive run just ripping apart this defense of the opening drive, Joel, and making an early statement.
This is exactly what the coaches mentioned to us. They wanted to establish the run, win the line of scrimmage, and they're able to do this on the opening drive. This defense is going to have to adjust, or this could be a long day.
Comes the return from deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. And the Aggies will hustle to the line here to run the hurry out.
Offensively, they've got to find a way to run the football with more efficiency. If they're unable to do so, it will be a long day.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Oh, he fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks. Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Brought down short of the marker. That's going to set up a 4th and 2. So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Looking to scramble. He lets it go on the move. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off. That decision to go for it on 4th down doesn't work out.
Well, they told us they were going to be aggressive, but, man, this is super aggressive here on offense, going for it on your side of the 50. And this is going to lead directly to a scoring opportunity for the opposition. If you're going to go for it in this situation, you better have something up your sleeve where you know you can convert. But they don't, and the ball's going the other way.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He's putting toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Powers into the end zone.
Well, this is exactly what you're trying to do, is take advantage of quality situations. And here they're set up with great field position. You walk on the field as a quarterback specifically, and you're telling your guys, we got to punch this in the end zone. That's exactly what they did.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage here. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Aggies offense is back on the field now. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on fourth down in their end and got stopped. Past the 30. Here he goes. Inside the 40. At the 20. At the 10 now. Touchdown, Texas A&M. He barrels into the end zone. So the explosive touchdown play by this elite running back. We knew coming in, Joel, this was the guy who's going to have to carry this offense. And wow, has he stepped up.
I'm so impressed when we all know who the guy is going to be. He's the focal point of the offense. Guess who knew that? The defense. And yet they still can't stop him. That's how good he is and how good they are in front of him on the O-line. Terrific job by this group. Great game plan, and obviously getting your star going, that's a huge plus.
Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Breaks into the clear. He's in the clear. Here he goes. Inside the 20. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Sooners.
Chris, how about the speed to take it the distance? Once he got a crease, it was over. There were even some defenders that had an angle, but he outran all of them for a touchdown. What a huge play for this offense. An outstanding run by this back.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. The Aggies will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
When we talk with these coaches, they talk about the key for the defensive lineman, in particular in the middle of that line, is block destruction. Look at him get off the block, and he's able to make a play, this time in the backfield.
They're able to get him down. So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. To the air, it's Reed. Fires it to the wideout. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Man, as a quarterback, you'd really love to have that one back. This is third and manageable. You feel like you can move the chains here. They did a fine job on first and second down, putting them in a situation where they've got both the run and the pass at their disposal, and they're unable to connect. He's got to do a better job on third down.
Fourth down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. It's a short completion to the tight end. Oh, he's got open space. Oh, the football comes out. The offense able to fall on it and avoid the turnover. Got lucky that time. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Really impressive assignment football from this defense. You got to set the edge, and then you got to pursue, and you got to run after that football hard, and this defense is able to do it, and then they're able to make the tackle on the outside. I love a defense that'll get after it from an effort perspective. Look at these guys run to make the tackle.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time.
You know, this is such good defense. Even if he catches this, I don't think he's getting much. It's thrown fairly short. Defense is there. Incomplete. Seems kind of nondescript.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Scanning the field. It's Reed. He's looking to scramble. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. First down. Looking to throw the football. Looking for the wide out. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. And they finally get him down, but a huge gain to wrap up this first quarter. As we hit the quarter break, Oklahoma has the lead. They jumped out to an early lead in that opening period. Let's take a quick look at the stats so far. Crucial stage of the game as we begin the 2nd quarter. Is this one going to get out of hand? Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. They'll run it to the left. He's got a crease. Fights off a defender. They bring him down, but not before it gets to the 5-yard line. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And now the running back's got it again. Tackle is made, but the ball will be spotted at the 4. Here we go. 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. Now we get a timeout from the Sooners. That's their first. They have 2 more to work with here in the first half. And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. He escapes the pocket. Can't find anybody on 3rd down, throws it away, and now 4th down coming up.
Well, this should be a fascinating call here on 4th down. This head coach has got to manage this situation. Do you take the momentum, good quality series leads to points, or do you get aggressive and try to put this ball in the end zone?
Offense is out there going for it on 4th down. They converted earlier on this drive. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Launching one to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Tackled after the return, but a huge takeaway. Could be a momentum shift right there.
That is a back-breaking interception for an offense. As a quarterback, you cannot make that decision. Everybody executed very well. What a good drive. 10-plus plays. You're marching down the field. Now you really got to take care of the football. You put it in harm's way, you turn it over and come up with 0. That is a gut punch.
Takes the ball and heads to the left side. He shreds the tackle.
Chris, I think they need to change the look up here defensively on 1st down. With 2 safeties back, it's just too easy to gain yards on the ground. They're giving them a free 4, 5, 6 yards every single time. That's keeping them out of passing situations, and you can't get your pass rush going. They need to adjust.
Running play called on 3rd and short. Across the 40. Got an opening here. Breaks into the clear. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground.
This defensive staff is going to have to really evaluate this film at half and try to make changes because these are way too big of holes in the run game. They're going to have to commit some resources down. I think they need to close the middle of the field with a safety and bring the other safety down into the run box.
Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. And now Texas A&M calls their 2nd timeout. Just the one timeout remaining now in the half. Second down after that previous play. Takes the ball and heads to the left. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
The running back's best friend. Hand the football off, move the chains. You don't have to do anything. It's totally mindless. You don't have to make a decision. You just get back into the huddle and you look at your teammates and you say, good job, boys. Let's keep it going.
The Sooners will line up here on first down and goal. Handoff here from the shotgun. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Still no answer for this offense.
His best trait, Chris, is that he's got a great nose for the goal line. Not one, not two, 4 touchdowns on the day. What an incredible performance from an outstanding back.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Dropping back, it's Reed. And the ball is picked off. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Sooners. A big defensive score.
An outstanding job defensively, reading that pass, stepping in front for the interception, but then immediately turning it into offense on the other side. Look at these guys getting blocks, finding the open lane, and taking it back for 6.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. The extra point is good. Now it's a 4-touchdown lead, 35-7. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. First down, they're going to throw the ball. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Not much room in that return, tackled at the 16, but an important takeaway for this defense. Welcome to beautiful Honolulu and the Clarence T.C. Ching Athletics Complex. Hi, folks, and welcome to this highly competitive matchup. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Oklahoma Sooners. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, along with Joel Klatt. Holly Rowe working the sidelines, and she has a weather report. Holly?
I can tell you on the field, we could not ask for better conditions this late in the season. It is a gorgeous stage for college football here in this bowl game. I'm expecting both offenses to open it up and air it out. Perfect conditions. The field is in great shape. I'll keep you posted on just how things develop here on the field. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. We'll see how the weather affects this game. Fielded in the end zone. It's Sategna. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. He shreds the tackle. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there. And the Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Chris, you're supposed to build a defense front to back and inside out. None of that happens here. This offense hits them right down the middle. That is way too easy. They're going to have to change this scheme immediately. Call something different on defense right now.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Handoff to the right side. Fights off a defender. He's going to lose yardage there. Forced out of bounds. Great play by the defense.
Boy, you can't play it any better than that on the defensive side of the football. There's no crease being created, so every gap is covered by somebody on that defensive front. And the back just has to go side to side. Listen, if I'm the running back there, at some point you can't just run out of bounds for a loss. You've got to put yourself behind your pads and just try to get what you can get.
No for the first, but still going. He's got space. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They were not going to catch him that time.
Chris, this guy is special. To take it the distance, look at the speed on the outside. Quarterback designed run from well over 50 yards, and he's able to take it the distance and put it in the end zone. What a beautiful play design, but really it comes down to individual effort and talent, and he has it.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And now they'll set up for the point after. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. They'll start at the 25. The shotgun handoff here. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up. We're going to go with the Wildcat formation, an extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. Direct snap. Powers through. Defense not fooled by the Wildcat look. Just a short gain on the play. We're going to convert on 3rd down. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. And it's a direct snap. He stopped short of that 1st down marker. It's going to bring up 4th and 3. Here comes the 4th down play. Offense in the Wildcat. The defense on alert. Direct snap. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop. So the choice to go for it doesn't pan out this time. The offense, excellent field position to start this drive. And on the carry, he's heading left. He'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? They'll try the ground game here with running back. He's got a crease. They bring him down to the 13. This offense really threatening now to score. It'll be 1st down. The Sooners move into the red zone. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. It's going to be a loss on the play. Force out of bounds. Great play by the defense. Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Handoff heading left. End zone ahead. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Sooners. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Alexander. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. When he's getting boxed in, the defense not at all fooled by the Wildcat look.
Well, in our meetings, this defense told us they're going to be ready for these plays. They understand the looks and the motion, and they know that this offense loves to use these, in particular early in a game. And here they are trying to go to that well, and sure enough, defense is ready for it.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looking deep to the right side. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. And they bring him down at the 5. Solid gain, though, in the completion. As we hit the quarter break, it's Oklahoma on top. Solid performance so far, creating some separation. Here's the first quarter stats. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a first and goal. Direct snap. Touchdown, Ole Miss. He runs it into the end zone.
What a drive from this offense. Great execution the entire length of the field. You run out there with that poor field position. You're just trying to reestablish yourself, get a couple of first downs, and they're able to go all the way down and get a score. That's incredible stuff.
Automatic on the PAT. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Sategna. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Picks up some blocks. Still going. It's a foot race. All the way for a touchdown.
What a weapon he is in the return game. I tell you, when he gets one little seam, you can see the explosiveness and the speed. He found it. He's got the vision, and he takes it all the way back for 6.
PAT is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up in wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And it's a direct snap. That's the spin move. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. He's past the 30. He's in the clear. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Rebels.
This is exactly what makes this back so special. If he gets a crease, he gets any open space, he's got home run ability. Look at the speed and explosiveness once he's in the open field. He takes it the distance. That's a huge touchdown. This defense is going to have to do something different moving forward, Chris. They cannot allow this guy to get that much space.
PAT is good. They still trail, though. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. It's a squib kick picked up by one of the blockers on the return team. They get him down at the 39-yard line after an excellent return. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Getting close to midfield now. They bring it down to the 47. The Sooners will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. There's the handoff. He's stopped, but he gets a first down. Here comes the up-tempo offense.
These are the type of run plays that can build into future success. I know it doesn't look like much, right? It's second down, you move the chains, that's all great. But that's the exact type of run that you can play off of later in the game, get to play action pass, and get those safeties down near the line of scrimmage.
The back's got it. And an opening here. They can't stop him. Touchdown, Oklahoma. A tough run all the way to the end zone. What determination.
Chris, this group is so good. You give them just a little bit of momentum, they're going to take it, and they're going to use it to build a big lead, and that's what they've done. And now this is a precarious situation. Unless you get a score going the opposite direction, this one could get out of hand.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Looking to throw it on first down. Moves out of the pocket. Tries the right with a quick throw. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. They finally get him down, but it's a chunk play through the air.
This was one of the things that was really concerning to this defensive staff is that he is so good after the catch and hard to bring down. And you can see right here he's able to secure the ball and then get some yards after the catch, breaking tackles in the process.
Breaking into the clear. They'll bring him down, but the Wildcat look produces an explosive run to get a first down.
I really love the versatility that they're using offensively here, getting everybody the ball. All these weapons need to touch the ball. And for a wide receiver, it's not always how many times you target them in the passing game, but how many times they can affect the game just touching the rock. And here they're able to get the wide receiver the ball, and you can tell he's electric, and he's able to go and create a nice explosive run for him.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. On the move now. They'll try a pass here. That's caught. It's Lacy. Ball carrier tackled there. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Lacy. Will not be brought down. They make the stop at the 25, but it's 1st and 10 for this offense. And the Rebels come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
Well, that is too easy right down the center of that defense. Great job by this offensive line in particular.
Escapes the pocket but cannot make a play, and they sack him. At first down, sack a surprise. It moves them back into fringe field goal range. What can they do on 2nd and long?
Chris, there's so much emphasis put on 3rd down, and rightly so. That's really the action play of the series. But the 3rd down...
Oh, and he fumbles! The offense able to fall on the football, lucky to maintain possession there. They crank up the tempo here for this important 3rd down play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looking to scramble. Tackled short of the 1st down. It's going to be 4th and 1.
Well, they get more speed on the field. You bring in an extra defensive back and swap them out for a linebacker. Now you got 5 secondary players on the field. This nickel defense now can just pursue the ball. And look as the quarterback is trying to scramble and get on the outside. They've just got more bodies available to them, and they create the stop. The coaches told us all week that they were going to be aggressive in this ball game, and here they are being aggressive on 4th and 1. The defense is going to line up this way and give them the opportunity to run the football. Might as well take it. And they move.
It's caught. Looking for the end zone. Has a lane. Touchdown, Rebels. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Chris, this is a really good answer from this offense here heading into halftime. They needed to cut this deficit, and they were able to do so. And now this looks like a very different game entering the 2nd half. With this team getting the ball to start the 3rd quarter, now's their opportunity to go out there and really put the pedal to the metal.
Bringing it out. It's Sategna. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? They're going to run it here. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Hands off to the left. They'll They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. On third down, it's a handoff. Passes the 40. Was out of bounds, but a nice chunk of yardage there. He's across the 45.
Well, this is the risk when you sell out to stop the run on third down. A lot of times you put all those defenders up near the line of scrimmage. There are no levels to your defense, which means
looking deep down the left side. And is intercepted. Now he's bringing it back. Across midfield. And the defender will step out of bounds after the pick to wrap up the first half of play. And the Sooners will kick it off to begin the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Offense is back out on the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. A little too much on that throw.
And quarterbacks out there, when you're throwing the football down the field, you cannot let your eyes track the ball. You've got to keep your eyes on the target. Like shooting a three-pointer, you keep your eyes on the rim. If you keep your eyes on the target, that ball is going to fall perfectly into place. A lot of times when your eyes go up, you tend to overthrow it like we see here.
He's running out of time here. It's a deep shot to the right. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield.
Here's the answer that they desperately needed, Chris. Coming out of halftime, they're down in this game. They knew that they needed to be more aggressive, and they take their shot down the field. Beautiful throw right here. That's what I love to see coming out of halftime.
Direct snap. Oh, and he's going backwards. The Wildcat look did not fool this defense at all. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback drops back. Coming after him. Crosses 35. They bring him down, but this offense now in scoring position. First down from the 30. And the Rebels looking to keep this drive rolling. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. The Rebels will come to the line to run the hurry up. Second down, we're going to throw it. He escapes the pocket. Using his legs on the scramble. He'll step out of bounds. Defense keeps that to a very short game. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Pressure is coming. And they'll trap him for a sack. Big play by this defense. So here they come on fourth and long. Giving up that sack earlier has made this a huge challenge. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. He could go. They get him down after the return, but that interception could be enormous.
Well, that's certainly not what they drew up at halftime. You try to make adjustments as a coaching staff and really impress on your players. The importance of that first series of the third quarter, and that's just a terrible mistake by the quarterback and a huge turnover for the defense.
The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. QB keeper all the way. Oh, look out, he's got open space. Powering through the defender. Quarterback in the clear. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners.
What a massive advantage it is for an offense when you can call the number of the quarterback in the run game in this spot on the field. He's obviously athletic enough, but he's also sturdy enough to carry the ball here close to the goal line. He's able to put it across the goal line for a touchdown. Beautiful job right there, but clearly just an advantage to have this guy at quarterback.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Alexander. He stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. Defense ready for the Wildcat. Just a short gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to throw here. Bringing pressure. Swarm for the pass rush. A sack.
It looks to me like this quarterback is really struggling seeing the defense. This is just zone defense, and you can tell he's not very comfortable, and he's sitting in the pocket. He doesn't understand where his eyes should start and where he should go with the football, and because of that, the indecision leads to a sack. He really needs to start.
The deep shot is caught for a big gain. Tackle made way downfield. Enormous gain.
That is such an important conversion to keep your offense on the field. They're trying to execute this comeback here in the second half. They need points. They need it in a hurry. It's a good job of moving the chains on third down.
So one explosive play has put this offense in scoring position, getting close now to the red zone. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball. 2nd and 10 now from the 28 after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Turns it loose downfield. Grab down the middle. It's Haas. Oh, and he's in the clear now. Touchdown, Ole Miss. A catch and run by the big tight end. What a weapon this guy is.
Man, Chris, this is what makes this tight end so good, is that you can throw the football over the middle on this post route. Beautiful throw by the quarterback, certainly. But, man, this guy is such a matchup nightmare. This is what makes him one of the best tight ends in the country.
And he's got it. The two-point conversion to make this a 16-point lead, back within 2 scores. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. They tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry up. Takes the handoff and he'll head left. Powering through. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Yeah, Chris, this is exactly what this coaching staff said they wanted to do, was establish the run game, and they've been able to do that. Gains of 5, gains of 6, time and time again. They're doing a great job up front, there's no doubt, and now the entire playbook is going to be at their disposal.
Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. It's 4th down, but no punting team. The offense is going to go for it. As we hit the quarter break, Oklahoma has the lead. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game sets before we move on. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Rolling the dice a bit, up one possession and going for it on fourth down. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. He's got space. Oh, and he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? They make the tackle, but he converts on fourth down. He'll be ruled down there, but a fourth down conversion with plenty to spare.
This offensive line just winning the point of attack. They are doing a great job opening up holes for this run game. And now it's just about executing, making somebody miss at the second level, and they get a big explosive run.
Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. Second down play coming up. He keeps it on a design run. Touchdown, Oklahoma. This offense really clicking. Looks like a design run all the way, and the big guys up front do a great job for the touchdown.
Chris, these type of plays and these schemes are such an advantage for the offense. You're adding that extra player to the run game by having your quarterback carry the football, and it's so difficult to adjust for a defense. And that physicality of that O-line, you're exactly right. They're winning the line of scrimmage. That's an easy touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Kick bounces out of the back to the end zone for a touchback. And the Rebels offense is back out on the field. That wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And it's a bunch formation. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. The sure hands. It's Alexander. Breaking. Here he goes. Past the 20. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Nice completion for a first down, but in a two-possession game, they've got to get going. I've always thought you've got to set a time limit for yourself. They need to score by about 155 if they feel like they're going to come back in this game.
And they bring him down just short of the end zone. They'll spot it at the 1.
Yeah, Chris, he is so close to the goal line. They've been attacking the perimeter here. Good creative play call. Maybe now a time to quick count, get right up on the line of scrimmage, and go right at the middle of this defense.
Touchdown, Rebels, as they come roaring back now. The Rebels back on top. DAT up and good to get a little bit closer. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. Nowhere to run up the middle. Here's the second down play. Leaning on the run game here. And he will be stuffed for no gain. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he'll be smarter right at the line for no gain. Wait, check this out, Joel. The offense is going to go for it here on 4th down. Design quarterback run. Now, he didn't make it. He's going to be tackled short of the marker. A huge stop by this defense on 4th down. They get the football back here in this tight game. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. Fighting off the defender. He's got a crease. And they lean on the running back to get the first down. He's had a solid game, Joe. To me, even though they're behind on the scoreboard, no reason to panic and get away from the bread and butter.
Chris, I think that's exactly right. You never get bored taking a profit as a play caller. So if they're going to give you that run game, you take it. And then allow it to build to something more successful later. Watch for them to get to some run action pass and maybe play action pass to get it down the field here in the next couple of series.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. And it's a direct snap. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now we get a timeout from the Sooners. That's their first. They'll still have 2 available as we approach the end of this game. Tight game. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looking for his big tight end. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, he's got to put that one behind him and now move forward for this 3rd down. This is really the most important snap thus far of the game. And as a quarterback, you've got to go out there and really execute. So remember, it's about feet, it's about timing, it's about accuracy. Put all those 3 together.
Moves out of the pocket. Caught near the goal line. Can't get to the end zone. They'll spot the ball at the 2.
Well, this is their opportunity. You don't know how many possessions you're going to get. This is the chance that you have to take the lead. Got to put the ball in the end zone. What's your best matchup? What's your best play call? You got to find it right here.
Now a timeout is called with just 10 seconds left to play.
Timeout.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Direct snap. Touchdown, Rebels. What a turnaround here.
What a moment for this group. Getting in the end zone like this to tie the game, and now just an extra point away. This is when you got to go out there and execute. I know it seems like a simple thing, Chris, but you got to go execute this extra point.
They knock through the PAT and claim a 1-point lead here in the final quarter. The pressure PAT is good, and they take the lead here in the final seconds. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. And the first play of the drive now set up at the 27. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Picks up. It's a fumble. Defense makes the recovery, a turnover. And that will wrap up our coverage. Hope you enjoyed the game. For Joel Klatt and Holly Rowe, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.